Kendrick Perkins, I told you to stop. I begged you to stop. I prayed for you to stop. The man who sits there on national television with a contract for talking like he got marbles in his mouth, once again continuously talks stupid. Now, to sit there and say the Los Angeles Clippers, who've been playing well and coming together as a team, Kawhi Leonard shouldn't be looked at in the MVP category, and opening your mouth again because your employer, LeBron James, then got you a job and keeping you on there, and your coworkers got to sit there and work with you and like, look, can't believe this. I went to Boston University for broadcast, and I got to sit here and actually go back and forth with somebody with a kindergarten education. This is the low point of my career. They got to sit there and deal and tolerate your nonsense. You're LeBron James' ardent minion. But yet, and still, let's take a look at Kendrick. Look at Kendrick Perkins right here, all perked up. You perking right now, boy. What is you wearing? You know you didn't find that in the men's section. What is that, a green blouse? That green gonna make it pop? What you do, borrow that out your wife's closet? Yo, let me get that. That's gonna make this pop. And while you with it, let me get that purse. It's a nice purse. Did I buy that one? Let me get that. You see? Talking about AAU teams and they fighting, man. Coaches got to get this under control. The AAU, they fighting all the time. Why don't you do something, Perk? You letting your son get beat up at the school? You out there, I gotta watch my son, man, because they're going to beat him up. Perk. Your kid is getting bullied by white kids at a high school. He like the only black guy. Walk around in there. Intimidate them. Anybody touch my kid, I'm holding everybody responsible. Don't you? You gotta have that kind of attitude, Perk. I don't know what's going on over there. What's going on with Perk? What? I see what's going on with Perk. You wearing green blouses and purses. Ain't nobody gonna be intimidated by you. Coming up in there looking like Leslie Jones. What's wrong with this man? This is what's wrong with these dudes. Trying to wear some skinny jeans. No, you got legs like Saquon Barkley and you in here trying to skinny jeans it up. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I mean, the dude only averaged, what, 2 more points than me in the NBA? What was your average? 2 points a game? Damn. I think I could have done that. If not better. Damn. Swing still slow. As for remorse, we feel no. Now, let's switch it up a little bit. I want to talk about all of these situations that have been transpiring today. Yep, I do. There's been a lot of nonsense being spewed. And I think we need to clear the table on it. Because there are a lot of people out here that don't understand the times. The times have changed. People are not getting their information from ESPN anymore. A lot of people are not. Because they have lost trust in dealing with the nonsense that comes from people in the NBA. Having former players give us information, but they homeboys are there, so they don't want to talk about certain situations. Because they can't. They don't feel like it. And as we're making this video, the Chicago Bulls have definitely put off one of the biggest and best trades. They got a menu and they got Vucek on their team for two of the worst players, Wendell Carter and Otto Porter. Those are the best deals and the stupidest deal I've ever seen in Orlando Magic history. But hey, it goes right along with the Orlando Magic and what they're up to. Now, as I'm watching all of these reports and all this stuff going on, they get Marble Mouth Kendrick Perkins to start talking, and he starts getting all insane and making other approaches. And right away he starts off with the, man, I think, man, with these situations, man, where these players are going on another team and all of this to try to stop a 34-year-old athlete who they say is washed up. All of these things and these trades people are doing is all to try to stop LeBron. But he's supposed to be all washed up. Why they gotta do all this to stop him? Dummy. They're trying to win an NBA championship. Nobody's worried about that bum. That bum has stacked up his team with other players. That's what they're concerned about. Nobody's concerned about him. They're trying to beat the politics that are there in place to stop them from beating him and his team that he has assembled. But you didn't have all this energy when this guy was stacking up teams for years. But now, since Brooklyn, you want to talk about the Clippers, you want to talk about anybody else that has something in place that has something to do with disrupting the status quo, so to speak. You know. So that's normally, how I look at it. Everybody has their own take, but that's how I look at the situation. I look at it the way it presents itself. Now, let's even go a little further. I'm thinking Perk is not as a tough guy, much as a tough guy as he lets on. That's what I'm starting to believe that. I think he's one of them fake tough guys. You know what a fake tough guy do? They come and they go. That's that. That's what I started to get when I think about him. Perk should know better than this, man. You're disrespecting the game. The game that you used to play with pride, used to play with some sort of dignity. And I won't say you played it well, because you actually didn't play it well. Now, as I'm trying to check my email here, there's so many different things going on. Now, when we look at certain instances that have happened in the world today, and pretty much what's been happening over time, we have seen a lot of people, get away with doing certain things that shouldn't have been allowed in the first place. Then you have a situation in which other people who attach you to certain things, they bring a sort of short, nearsighted point of view to the equation. How much of it is Kendrick Perkins and how much of it is actually LeBron James? You know what I'm saying? How much of it is him and what's coming out of his mouth? Oh, Jesus. That's crazy. I just saw an email message from 10 years ago. Have you ever seen somebody respond to some of yours from like 10 years ago and you're like, why? Like, it does not make sense. I'm like, wow, that's 10 years ago. I don't even remember what I ate 10 years ago. That's nuts. Well, I'm sitting here trying to see what is this that's going on. This has been a crazy day because the drafts and picks are coming in. I'm like, there's stuff I got to do. Yeah, Perkins looked like one of the dudes I used to know, named Big Eddie. He looked just like Big Eddie. I mean, listening to him speak is that's a whole nother thing altogether. But here he is. Let's look at Big Man.
To come on here and address a problem real quick. I'm down here in Dallas right now one of my sons had an AAU tournament, and today we lost in the semifinals to a great Memphis team. Memphis Prep, shout out to y'all. Man, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all played the right way. Y'all actually had the right grade. Y'all didn't try to cheat the system. That's another story, okay? But I don't know what's going on with this AAU basketball no more, because when I was playing, these type of things that I witnessed over this weekend, this wasn't going down when I was playing. They had 2 fights break out today in the gym, and parents fighting in the stands in front of kids that's running around the gym and playing. They got parents fighting, teams getting disqualified, teams cheating, and the older kids and bringing them down to play in younger groups, all to win a trophy. All to win a trophy? What are you teaching your kids, man? What are y'all teaching y'all kids? Y'all sure ain't teaching them to have no certain type of morals or no competitive spirit. Y'all teaching them how to cheat. And then on top of that, I'm hearing kids curse kids out on the court. I'm talking about 10, 11, and 9-year-olds. And you got to be learning that from the crib. Because if my son say anything or my son say anything out of character, it's going to be me and them when we get back to the house. But this AAU stuff is ridiculous. It's not even about basketball no more. This is a business. And guys are doing whatever, teams are doing whatever just to win a trophy, man. It's getting out of hand. And I had to come and address this problem because I had to leave the gym because I got a headache because I'm in the middle of the game, and on the next court, it's 2 grown men fighting over a game, over a 10U game of 4th graders fighting. When kids are watching these people fight, hey man, this is out of control. AAU, all you people out there who are running tournaments, man, y'all need to clean this up, man. Y'all out of control, man. Parents, y'all need to get y'all stuff together as well because y'all out of control. Coaches who add these older kids to these younger groups just to win, y'all need to get y'all stuff together as well because y'all out of control. Carry on.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I wanted to get to, and that is what I wanted to find. Because I want to point out some things in what she just said. People are doing that just to win a trophy? That ain't that what your boy, no, Faker 23 doing in Los Angeles? Ain't he doing that just to win a trophy? Ain't that what he doing? Putting players cheating the game? Huh? All the cursing that's going on. You know where they learning that from, right? Who curse in front of their kids? Who allow their kids to curse? Allowing their kids to smoke weed and doing all this stuff. Your friend. Your boss. And while you out here in high heel boots and doggone wearing purses and slips and dressing up like you finna walk across the doggone stage, listen, AAU is rough and rugged and out of control because the face of basketball that y'all put as the face, LeBron James, he's out of control. And as long as that's out of control, this will be out of control. AAU is a reflection of that. Everybody's feeling entitled and privileged. LeBron says this is the way to play the game. It's all about me. And everybody on the team, their whole attitude should be, let's help me win. Well, other players might not feel that way. And that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Now, take a look at some more interesting things that was said. Kendrick Perkins is calling out AAU, but you was right there. You got a headache and left because 2 other people were fighting. Perk, go check them. Right? Go check them. The moral of the story is your team got beat. And that's that. So why are we even having the conversation? You feel me? Why even have that conversation? We know what time it is. So, all I got to say is thank you for your time. And I hope I didn't make this too long for you, but Perk, what the hell you wearing, man? Did you actually look at yourself in the mirror before you walked outside, man? What the hell you got on, man? I hope you ain't wear that to AAU. That's probably why they start fighting. They probably said, man, look at this thing. Man, let's start fighting. Anyway, man, hit the like button. I'm out. My cash app is Carcino if you want to support the page. Karceno. The Patreon is Carcino. And on the Patreon, of course, we talk about, you find out how much Joe Budden and their podcast is actually making. And some other secrets behind the scenes. I'm out.